Hello, English learners, and welcome back to Language Unlocked, the podcast dedicated to helping you master the beautiful, sometimes bewildering world of English. I'm your host, Sarah.
And I'm Mark, your co-host and fellow language enthusiast. Sarah, today we're tackling a topic that might seem incredibly simple on the surface, but it's actually the absolute bedrock of casual conversation and fluency for any beginner.
Absolutely, Mark. Today's episode is all about how to talk about your daily life in English, specifically for beginner practice. It sounds so basic, right? But think about it. If someone asks you, "So what do you do every day?" or "Tell me about your morning," how confident are you in responding in English?
Exactly. It's the kind of question you'll encounter constantly, whether you're meeting new people, practicing with a language partner, or even just thinking to yourself in English. And for beginners, it's the perfect playground to practice essential vocabulary, master the present simple tense, and build that crucial conversational confidence.
I like that. Playground. It truly is. Instead of trying to construct complex arguments or discuss abstract concepts, talking about your daily life keeps you grounded in things you know intimately, your own actions and routines. Mark, why do you think this particular topic is such a powerful starting point for new learners?
Well, Sarah, for a few reasons. Firstly, it's incredibly practical. You already know your day, so you don't need to learn new information. You just need to learn how to express it in English. This reduces cognitive load. Secondly, it uses the present simple tense almost exclusively, which is one of the first and most fundamental tenses learners encounter. Things like I wake up, I eat, I work. These are simple, direct, and common verbs. And thirdly, it's personal. We're all inherently interested in ourselves and others. Sharing your daily routine is a natural way to connect with people. It's like building a house. You start with a strong foundation. Your daily routine is that foundation for your English conversational skills.
That's a fantastic analogy, Mark. So, how do we actually go about deconstructing daily life for easy learning? I think the best approach for beginners is to break it down into manageable chunks. Let's think about a typical day. The morning, for instance. What are the first few things most people do?
All right, let's start there. For most people, the morning kicks off with, I wake up. Then, I get out of bed. Followed by, I brush my teeth. I take a shower. I get dressed. And crucially, I have breakfast, or I eat breakfast. Maybe I drink coffee. Simple sentences, simple actions.
Exactly. And then we transition into the workday or study day. I go to work or I go to school. I commute by bus, train, car, or I start work school at 9 a.m. Then midday brings I have lunch or I eat lunch.
Right. And the afternoon often involves I work or I study. Maybe I take a short break. And then the evening shifts to I finish work or school. After that, it's often I go home, I cook dinner, or I make dinner, I eat dinner.
And then the wind down activities. I watch TV, I read a book, I listen to music, I spend time with my family. And finally, I go to bed or I go to sleep. See, it's a sequence of simple actions.
And we can't forget the weekends, Sarah. They're a bit different. Instead of I go to work, it might be I relax at home, I go shopping, I visit friends, I do laundry, I go for a walk. These expand your vocabulary into hobbies and leisure activities.
Those are excellent points, Mark. But even with these simple breakdowns, many beginners face hurdles. What are some common struggles you've observed, and how can they be overcome?
The hurdles. The biggest ones are often vocabulary gaps, not knowing the word for brush my teeth or commute. And then there's grammar anxiety. Am I using the present simple correctly? And of course, the ever-present lack of confidence. I remember when I was learning Spanish, just describing my breakfast felt like I was writing a thesis.
It's so true. It feels like you need to get every single word perfect.
Exactly. My tip for overcoming this? Start incredibly small. Don't try to describe your entire day perfectly. Pick just 3 things you did this morning. I woke up, I drank coffee, I went to work. That's it. Focus on what you do naturally, not what you should say perfectly. Consistency over perfection, especially at the beginner stage.
Consistency over perfection. That should be our mantra for language learning. So, for our listeners, let's put together a daily English toolkit of practical strategies and fun exercises. First, vocabulary. Beyond the actions, we need time expressions. Definitely. Key verbs. Wake up, get up, shower, brush, eat, drink, go to work, school, work, study, cook, watch, read, relax, go to bed. And time expressions. In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, at night, at noon, after work, before bed. These are your bread and butter.
Perfect. Now, for sentence structure, remember, subject plus verb plus object plus time place. For example, I eat breakfast in the morning. Simple, direct. No need for complicated clauses yet. Just tell us who, what and when, where.
Now for practice methods. One of my favorites is self-talk. Narrate your day to yourself in your head, or even aloud when you're alone. Okay, I'm brushing my teeth now. I'm going to make coffee. It sounds a little silly, but it makes English part of your internal monologue.
That's a brilliant one, Sarah. Another is keeping a super simple daily journal. Just 3 to 5 sentences about your day, written in English. Today I worked. I had pizza for lunch. I watched a movie. Don't worry about elegance, just communication.
Or even describing photos. Pull up a picture from your phone of something you did today and simply describe what's happening. Here I am drinking coffee. This is my dog in the park. It connects visual cues with English words.
And if you have a language exchange partner or a tutor, make talking about your day a regular part of your conversation. You can even role play. Tell me about your typical Saturday. This is excellent real-world practice.
So, for our listeners, here's a mini challenge. Right now, think of 3 things you did this morning and try to say them aloud in English. Take a deep breath and just try it. No pressure, just practice.
Excellent challenge, Sarah. And once you're comfortable with those simple sentences, you can start to add a bit more flavor and detail. This is where you introduce adverbs of frequency. For example, instead of just I drink coffee, you can say I usually drink coffee in the morning, or I always have breakfast. This adds nuance.
Oh, that's a great next step. You can also start connecting sentences using simple conjunctions. Instead of 2 separate sentences, first I wake up, I brush my teeth. You can say, first I wake up, then I brush my teeth. It makes your speech flow more naturally.
And don't forget to listen. Pay attention to how native speakers or advanced learners talk about their day. What verbs do they use? What time expressions? You'll pick up on natural phrases and rhythms that way.
This has been such an insightful discussion, Mark. It really underscores how fundamental this topic is.
It truly does, Sarah. To quickly recap for our listeners, talking about your daily life in English is not just a beginner practice. It's a foundational skill. It's your personal story, told in English, using core vocabulary and grammar.
And the key takeaways are to keep it simple. Focus on the present tense. Don't be afraid to make mistakes, and practice consistently. Whether it's self-talk, journaling, or chatting with a partner, just get those words out.
Exactly. Start small. Describe your morning, then your afternoon, then your evening. Before you know it, you'll be able to confidently share a comprehensive overview of your day. It's a journey, and every sentence is a step forward.
So go forth, describe your day, and unlock your English potential. Thank you for joining us on Language Unlocked. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Mark. Keep practicing, and we'll catch you next time.